Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day out here. So I came here to say, thank you very much for your support. Because I know, you know, they may not have too many people out here because this is a quiet scenery out here. Especially where I'm trying to find peace over here. So no one will disturb you for no reason. Okay? All right. So anyway, let's get to this topic where now, heal from your troubles. Okay? So you want to take some time to first off, that you need to start healing yourself, because I've been going through some crazy situations yesterday, because some strange dude is giving me money, and I said, for what? You don't need to be giving me money, because that's unacceptable, and God is not playing with you this time. Okay? Because let me tell you something, okay? Because not only I went to my supervisor, but I told them to not to give people money. I don't tolerate that mess over here. Okay? Because they said it's not my fault, because I'm trying to do a great job over here, trying to do what is right for myself. Okay? So please keep it to yourself. Don't be a scammer. Okay? And you're not your friend. Okay? I'm trying, so we gotta take this easily, one day at a time. Make sure you need to heal, keep healing away from your problems, because it's not gonna come back to you no longer with that. Okay? So consequently, okay, you do not give money to anybody. Okay? Just remember that. Okay? Because whether it's your coworker or even your client, is asking you, for money with that, just tell them no, thank you. That's all I could say, So because we come here, to resolve our problems, trying to do the right thing until you never know what's going to happen. Okay? So, yeah, just remember that you need to defend yourself. Okay? All right? And yeah, especially because even though if anybody comes here, ask me for some money and all that, I would tell all these people, to get out of my house immediately, because my family doesn't like either one of them. Okay? And yes, this is because we're not doing that anymore. We're done. Okay? Move on. Okay? And this is what and this is what we need to do, is to work yourself all the way to the end, so all these troubles you used to have will miraculously go away. Okay? And so don't let anybody come to you take everything from you, in the middle of the night, trying to get some sleep peacefully, so no one will be too distracted by any means of necessary. Okay? So, and yes, because so I talked. So as I mentioned, in my previous video about a week ago, ever since I completed my training. So I don't go there, to harass anybody. Not even me, because I do my own job properly, taking care of everybody, leaving the building as soon as possible. Okay? So we can remain healed, because it's always, it's always about doing the right thing. It's always about, taking care of yourself, It's always about, doing independently what is best, All right? Because, I come because I started to come out here, finding peace is where I want to be. Just to come out here, exercise regularly, clear your mind, have second thoughts, and more importantly, being a good person is what you are today. Okay? So, let's not give up on yourselves, Okay? Just because, it's not your fault because you don't give any people money. And I do appreciate the honesty, because remember, God is watching the wicked people on earth, and they want to take everything away from you. Okay? Just be careful. All right? So, especially when you're in a relationship with anybody, with anyone, Some people, want to accuse you, having, sex, sexual immorality, trying to take away all your money, and God is gonna punish them for what they did, And yeah, you really gotta stop all that, Okay? And because I know my family told me this and said, never ride with anybody that you do not know. Okay? And yes, and you're doing the right thing spiritually. Okay? Because, because we are physically, rebuilding ourselves to, get back on track, not to put too much pressure all around me. Okay? So, yeah. And because we need to be completely healed as soon as possible. All right? Just be careful out here, because because there may not be some people who doesn't know you like that. Okay? So, yeah. All right. Well, anyway, I just want to put something on your minds, just to let you know that sometimes, it's frustrating that when you lost a loved one or losing your best friend, who has been traumatized lately, and they cannot be able to get over themselves, just because they cannot, just because they're doing something bad about it, means that they are now your enemy. Okay? So do not hang with them anymore. Move on. Okay? Because you're doing physically doing the right thing. Okay? Okay? So you are, because right now you are now healed from your problems. You are now healed, from your mistakes. And this is what I need to, and this is exactly what I'm doing, is to learn from my mistakes. You will positively do the right thing eventually. All right? So I just wanted to say thank you so much for coming out here. I enjoyed this beauty and trying to come out here, to find peace and love, doing what is best for me to, keep these bad people away for good. All right. So I love y'all. Have a blessed day. And I hope everybody, behaves this way, so we can, so we do not want to get close to them. All right. Thank you very much for the support, and have a blessed day. Peace out. Stay positive and keep your head up.